We are just hanging out like we normally do. Gonna read some Reddit tonight. And yeah, it's kind of a grab bag. So I had somebody suggest a subreddit, but I was struggling. Sorry. I don't know why. But so yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff in saves again. So we're gonna have kind of a theme, but not 100%. So, you might be wondering what is flickering behind you, Katie? Why does it look like your house is on fire? It's my bleeding skull candle. Uh, I felt like I needed something with some light behind me. So that's what we went with tonight. It's been probably a couple years since I actually burned it. It does have red wax inside that comes out. Um, but it is kind of old. So I'm not sure how long the wick will last. Hopefully, the whole time we're together. Grab bag. That's right. It's a little bit of everything tonight, baby. Um, but I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me on Thursdays. Some of you hang out with me on Wednesdays and Thursdays, which is just amazing. And I think you guys are amazing. So tonight we're just gonna read some stuffs. We got a Karen freak out. We got some coworker updates. Um, and then I picked one just because there are folks that will get this. But our last one I think is just kind of funny to me. But tonight we are going to start with a Karen freak out. This is from a year ago. And it is called Karen and Kevin Threaten a Business for Not Ordering Correctly. Little bit of context. I work at a pizza shop, and these people are the worst customers we have. No matter what, they always call to complain about something being wrong, regardless of it's that of if that's how they ordered it. This is the most recent story. The order came in during our dinner rush. It consisted of a burger. We wrapped them in aluminum foil to preserve heat, 20 mozzarella sticks, 4 small cups of marinara sauce, and an order of french fries. We made it and sent it out on delivery to them. About an hour later, we get a call from them. An hour? Hmm. Hmm. They complained that the fries were not extra crispy. They didn't order them extra crispy. And the mozzarella sticks and marinara sauce tasted strange. They refused to elaborate and wanted to speak to the manager. Manager takes the call, apologizes, and offers to remake what was complained about for free. They refuse and hang up. Hey, sister. About 10 minutes after they hung up, they call again. This time it's to complain about the burger being raw. Our manager took the call before anyone else could, so he offered to remake the whole order for them for free. They hung up after he offered. So they just like to complain? I don't know. Not even 5 minutes after the last call, they call back and immediately ask for the manager. Unfortunately, the manager was busy handling other parts of the business, so I tell them that and ask if I can help. They said, oh, they said no. They tried microwaving the burger and found aluminum foil in the burger. Then they threatened to call the health department and hung up. I left before these people called again or made an appearance in the store. The owner of the business has been notified and he just laughed at their threat. Um, so they had unwrapped the burger to find out it was raw. And then they went to microwave the burger and found aluminum foil in the burger? I'm confused. These people need a hobby other than messing with restaurants. Wait, so they ordered a burger from a pizza shop. I thought this was going to be better. There's not a threat. There's not a threat in here. They were just pains in the rear. Disappointed in myself. I thought that would be better. Oh, okay. So from r/coworker stories, 5 days ago, update on coworker who keeps ghosting me during meetings she asks for. Okay, so this has a lot of stuff. So buckle up. I finally got around to adding an update to my original post, but I thought I'd also post an update since my original got so popular. So do you guys want to read the original post? We got time. Let's see. Oh, that was easy to find. Okay. So the original was coworker keeps ghosting me during meetings she asks for, and this was a month ago. Honestly, I don't know what to do about this. I'm working a remote contract role with no schedule. It used to be a chill job for me, just me working independently and sending my finished work or updates primarily through email to my manager. Recently, we had a new team member join. Great. She's in a similar position as me, also remote on contract, and we have some overlapping responsibilities that we need to work together on. I was excited about this at first, but I'm getting to the point now where I'm getting frustrated by how flaky and avoidant she is. As soon as she joined, I noticed that she's very insistent that all of our conversations, even just small updates or check-ins, need to be done through virtual calls. No, they don't. I'm fine and all with this, but honestly, it's a confusing choice because one, we're in different time zones. She's 3 hours behind where I am. And two, this isn't our only responsibility. We both have either school or another job outside of this role. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe email. So because of that, all of our conversations needs to be coordinated in advance, which has begun to slow things down for me because I can't get started or advance on my work until these conversations happen. No. What's really making this frustrating is it's becoming a very regular thing for her to never show up and ghost me during these meetings that she requested, then stop accepting them. I mean, if she's doing video calls, then she's probably sending an email request to you. Just don't request them. Ask her in a return email, what information do you need from me? Here it is. I think this is going to, never mind. Keep reading. It's become a common routine where I'll join the meeting and have to wait up to 30 minutes for her to join. I'll send her a message during it asking if she can make it, only to receive a response either hours or days later with a simple, "Oh, sorry." No. There's never an excuse or explanation. Instead, she requests we do it instead on a later date. Then when I join that later meeting, the same thing happens again. Okay, so whoever you're sending these updates to, we'll loop them in on one of these meetings and see if she shows up. I'm not even joking. I've had a request from her for a quick 5-minute call to answer something for her while she troubleshoots an issue. Continuously get pushed back and rescheduled by almost an entire month because she can never commit to the time she'd request. I got really irritated and eventually asked her to just write what she needs so I can get to it immediately. But no, she'd insist it needs to be done in a call. Aha, okay. Okay. Finally, we were able to resolve it during our monthly check-in meeting with the manager. It literally went like this. Her. Are you able to see this thing on your end? Me. No. Her. Oh, okay. Seriously? That's all it was. I was able to get away with not needing to work closely on anything for a while after that, but recently I'm now relying on her again to get context on a project I need to do. And again, I'm dealing with this same routine. I wasn't able to join. Oh no. I wasn't able to join our check-in meeting at the beginning of the month. It got rescheduled last minute to a time I wasn't able to attend. So I asked her to please fill me in on what gets discussed and what I need to work on. Nope, she's not reliable. You need to ask whoever is leading the meeting, will this be recorded and can somebody send it to me? This doesn't have your age on it. Okay. She scheduled a meeting with me to discuss the project, and same thing. She never joins it. A week later, my manager sends us both a message asking for progress, and I message her again to please fill me in so I can work on it immediately. She responds a week later saying a call would suffice. Okay, then call. I'm getting irritated. Okay. Well, for 2 days now, I've given her my availability and asked her to call me whenever works best for her, and I'm getting ghosted again. So over it. It's at the point now she's just withholding the information I need to do my work, and now I'm about to miss the deadline for it. I don't understand the logic. She's not old. She appears to be around my age or younger, so I don't understand her reliance on everything needing to be discussed verbally. It's like impossible for her to just write things down. No, because if she writes things down, then she is accountable to whatever she said in writing. If she just schedules calls and never shows up, then you don't have what you need. I was trying to theorize why she's like this with my partner. With your partner. Oh, so you're talking with your partner and trying to theorize why she's like this. Okay. I thought maybe it gives her an excuse to put things off, or maybe that she's just doing everything as a meeting to look more professional, but then gets anxious last minute and avoids them. No, she's inconsiderate at best. But at this point, it's starting to almost feel malicious and deliberate, which is also odd to me since she's relatively nice when I'm able to talk to her. I'm not sure what to do or if it's worth bringing this up to my manager since this is only a contract role. Yeah, but they'll cancel your contract if you guys aren't turning stuff in on time. It's really that simple. I'm trying my best to find another position at the moment, but it's taking some time. No, why are you quitting this job because of her? Okay, there's an edit. For more context, I have let my manager know about this. After he requested updates, I followed up with a private message letting him know I've been unable to get in contact with this coworker. No direct evidence or screenshots yet. Why are you not? You've got all of these meeting invitations. Just be like, I have logged into 47 meetings that she has never shown up to. My manager sent another message directed at the coworker asking them for updates, but she hasn't responded to it from what I can tell. Okay. So there you go. Update. Last night, after she failed to call me or give her availability during the time frame I provided, she messaged me the evening before saying she can call during the morning. I sent her a follow-up message telling her I'm no longer available for a call and for her to send me a written overview of the project because the deadline is soon. At the same time, I updated my manager, letting him know I'm still unable to get in contact with this coworker. If he asks why, I'll send him evidence. Yes, send her everything in writing. Last night at 9 p.m., 6 p.m. her time, I received a text message from her saying, "Hey, this is coworker. Feel free to call me if you have some time today or tomorrow." It's starting to get ridiculous at this point. I reiterated that I'm not available and she needs to send me a written overview. I guess I'll just wait and see now. Another update. May 15th, 2 months later. Sorry about the really late update. I ended up leaving the role. Okay, I hope it's better. I hope the new job is better, but we're going to read and see what happened. After my last update, my coworker responded to my manager's request for an update with the message, "We were not able to find a time that worked when trying to connect for the project." At this point, I started getting really suspicious that she was trying to pin the blame on me. Of course she was. So sent my manager a private email with screenshots. Exactly. She's doing nothing and just waiting for you to just decide how it's going to be done and do the whole thing. Sorry, my sister. Yes. Yes, this is absolutely true. 100%. So I sent my manager a private email with screenshots and timestamps, making it clear I made numerous attempts to connect that she ignored. He sent me a message back saying thanks, and that he's been having similar issues trying to connect with her. See, that's the thing. If you're going to screw over your coworker, you at least have to talk to your manager. I'm not trying to give anybody advice on how to be a jerk in the workplace, but if you're going to shirk your stuff, I'm going to tell you your coworker is not doing anything, you at least have to answer the manager phone calls. Anywho's'll be. During our check-in meeting, my coworker was acting really weird. She joined 7 minutes late with her webcam turned off, said it was because of a technical issue, then left the call again for another 5 minutes to restart her computer. When she rejoined again, she ended up still keeping her webcam off and claimed she couldn't figure it out. Okay. Finally, when my manager confronted her and asked why she's been unresponsive, she was quiet for a bit and then said, "Oh, sorry, you're breaking up. Could you repeat that?" The whole thing was really odd. This was the first time she's ever gotten technical issues, and the timing was a little too convenient. I wonder if she was driving. When she did get around to responding, she just repeated that me and her couldn't find a time to connect. I didn't argue with her. I already shared evidence that she's lying, so there was no point. But I was really disappointed that my manager didn't press her and just moved on. Also, when I finally asked her for a rundown for the project, she gave me almost nothing. Yeah, because she wasn't doing anything. She only gave a simple suggestion for an enhancement I could make. I was only able to get a real structure after I shared a document of my draft, and she added a table of contents that finally gave me a hint of what I needed to write. So in the end, I ended up suffering the most since I now needed to rush out the project in only a few days. So you don't go into very great detail about what this project was. But if you guys are working on it together, does she have access to information you don't have access to? I don't know. I don't know. My manager ended up requesting I CC him in all of our future conversations, but I really lost respect for the role after dealing with this. I've been searching for a new role for months and finally joined a new employer 2 weeks ago, which has been like night and day. I'm just so relieved to be leaving all of that mess behind. I'll bet. Oh, I also did a little bit of research into my coworker and realized that she's offering professional services on her LinkedIn, which explains why she was so difficult to reach. She was likely working with multiple companies at once. Probably. It still doesn't explain all the weirdness or her not just being transparent with me that she's busy, but I thought that was interesting. Okay, so let's go back and Okay. Oh. Okay, so it wasn't a new update. It was the same update from May 15th, but suffice it to say, OP has a new and better job. But yeah, this is a problem with I think this is probably the biggest problem with remote work is trying to remote teamwork. Um, yeah, yeah. So we will do. Let's see. Do we have one? Okay. So we're gonna do one entitled, and then we're gonna do the one that I'm waiting on for the last one. My entitled friend. There's this guy. We'll call him Jimmy, who thinks very highly of himself. I shit you not, he told me that he's twice as smart. Wait, hold on. Okay. Okay. I'm reading this the way OP wrote it. I shit you not, he told me that he's twice as smarter than Einstein. Those were his exact words, not a typo. In a serious tone, and he didn't sound like he was joking. Okay. We ride the bus together to school sometimes, and half the time he reserves a spot for his friend who's on the same stop as me. So I sit in the aisle half the time because the bus is overcrowded. 52 kids on a 50 max capacity bus, so not too bad, but not ideal. Jimmy also entitles himself to better grades than everyone else. He made fun of one of his former friends for being in advanced math, yet Jimmy was doing math at a fourth grade level in seventh grade. He considers himself a child prodigy and says he doesn't like to do GT or NJHS because he doesn't feel like it. I heard him crying the other day because he failed both tests. Oh, oh, I know Jimmy. It sounds like you guys are in high school. I don't know what GT is, but NJHS is what National Junior Honor Society. You know you have to take a test. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I know this kid and I feel bad almost for him. He's gonna need somebody to pop him in the snoot. Um, sorry, I'll get back to it. We're about halfway done here, and there's more. Jimmy entitles himself to be the center of every conversation to exist. He is the most annoying guy alive, and if we politely tell him, please let me or my other friend, whom we'll call Bob, to talk because Jimmy interrupted, he'll keep talking until we practically have to duct tape his mouth shut. When he finally shuts up, he craps on one of us, acting like we just ruined his day, and throws a tantrum for around 30 minutes before acting like nothing happened. Jimmy also identifies with things that have nothing to do with him at all. Jimmy has no idea what the heck COD is and says about Black Ops 7, old is gold. Bro, the game was released in 2025. It is not old. And if I tell him that he's wrong, he goes all defensive like I told him he's worse than Hitler. Yeah. Lastly, Jimmy thinks he's entitled to favors during arguments. During arguments? Like, I hate you. Let me have that. I don't know. One time, he asked me for $100 for a secret lucky block and avatar items in Steal a Brain Rot on Roblox after he did something that could be qualified as sexual harassment to me. He's not gay, but he basically tried to make me flash him to put it in a group chat. The middle school group chat. Oh no. 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 Where's Jimmy's mom? Where's Jimmy's mom? I need to talk to her. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Not only that, for my birthday, he tried to pocket one of my gifts, which was $50 worth of Xbox credits that I was going to use to buy Battlefield 6. At your birthday, he tried to steal one of your presents. Am I understanding that right? Banana pants. I caught him before he got away with it and promptly gave him the boot. But Bob used to trust Jimmy more than his own mother, so I had to apologize to Jimmy on my birthday and invite him back outside. No. In fact, in September, Jimmy, Bob, and I started a Minecraft world, and Jimmy put me through over 20 hours of work and still had the audacity to ask me if I could give the credit to him. The most recent argument happened in December, where he said this to my friend Joseph. Jimmy will be in bold and Joseph will be in italics. Jimmy, yo. Okay, so I don't know all these acronyms. So WSP. Jimmy, you want to play some Minecraft later today? Joseph says, no, sorry, dude. I have no time today with it being Christmas and all. Robert invited me over for his Christmas party. Can I come with you? Sorry, he doesn't know you, so no. Bro, this is racist. How so? This is because I'm Indian, isn't it? I'm Indian too, so I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You're such a dumbass, bro. It's because I'm Punjabi. Bro, we're really doing this today? Yeah, dumbass, you never liked me. For obvious reasons, too. Why? You're loud, obnoxious, dumb, stinky. Should I go on? Bro, I'm going to put this on the internet and send this to my various priority, aka me, and Tom, and they'll take my side. Okay, so Bob is Tom. Okay. They barely even know you compared to me. That'll blow up in your face. Ugh, gross. That is just a sample. But Jimmy asked for my invite to the Christmas party since my family was over until New Year's. I declined once I saw the argument. Okay, sorry I had to make you read that much. Goodbye. Yeah. Comments just sound a lot like me. What I would say to Dalton. But Dalton's way more mature than this. I'm fairly certain. But yeah. Okay, so your entitled friend, you guys are in middle school. There's some way big issues there. First of all, why does Jimmy have time on Christmas to go to somebody else's house? Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot to unpack there, and I think, yeah. If you like this guy and you think that he could be a good friend, but maybe there's something weird going on, I don't really have any good advice for you. And I don't think you're really looking for advice. I think you're just looking to share this friend. And yeah, that friend is crazy and probably needs to, like your other friend did, just kind of call him out on his crap. Hopefully he'll change. You guys sound like super young, so there's tons of time to change. But this one is our last one. And we're going to be in the comments the whole time, just so you know. So some of you guys know, I used to run the municipal animal shelter here. So in r/animal shelter stories, user friendly _TSE, who's a vet tech, asks, phrases you'd only hear at the shelter? Share some of the things you've said or heard at the shelter that would sound completely unhinged if it were taken out of context. Come on, y'all. I know you got some bangers. Oh, yes. Okay. I have some dogs to donate to you guys. Yeah. Oh, and then comments. Oh, thanks. I was worried we might not be over capacity for a few minutes. Yeah. You almost never say out loud that we are at or below capacity because that's when a hoarding case comes in. So don't do that to yourself and put that out in the universe. Um, For me, I think it has to be, please stop eating your penis. I've unfortunately been saying that a lot this week. Ma'am, please go eat the food and stop sucking on your sister's vulva. Yeah. Yeah. Comment under that. Bottle kittens are the worst sometimes. They really are, because you don't have a mom for them to find a teat. So they just start sucking on whatever they can. And the best case scenario, it's an ear or a tail. Best case. Um, smells like anal glands. So there are, and then the comment under that, it smells like giardia. The vet says it's coccidia. So coccidia spreads really fast in a shelter. Giardia is, huh, it is a smell you will not forget. Um, it's just like anal glands. And I know some of you are going, what are you talking about? Yeah. Ask your vet about expressing anal glands. Oh. These guinea pigs came from the donations bin. Oh, yeah. Okay. How did you poop on top of the house? Oh my gosh. Okay. I still remember a guy at a non shelter workplace overhearing my friend say the phrase, sparkly balls are her favorite. She was talking about her cat. Yeah. Get the hose. He finger painted again. Yeah. The shelter stress is real, guys. If you get a poop dancer, oh, a poop dancer. It's not necessarily art, but it's a lot. Please stop pooping on your bed. If you keep it up, I'm going to take your blankets away. Yeah, that's for real too. And this is something I have actually heard multiple times. Can you grope him to see if he still has his balls, please? On a fat cat, yeah. A fat dog low to the ground, yeah. Uh, um, can someone bring me scissors? Zelda is stuck in a tube again. Oh, cats. Oh, cats. Uh, okay. Oh, okay. He has ginormous testicles, or really anything physical appearance related that you'd never say to or about a person. Yeah. Oh, Cookie got adopted. Let's give her kennel to Juniper for a pooping kennel. Yeah. Some dogs just need one. Or, why don't you eat this totally normal ball of cheese? Doesn't that look delicious and totally normal? Yeah. Have you guys seen pill pockets? Pill pockets are great, but it's not quite as fun as just mushing that cheese around to try to cover a pill. Um, Oh, at my shelter, when we found a bloody or strange poop in a group of kittens, we would assign someone to butthole patrol who would check all the kittens' butts to see if we could find the culprit. Yeah. Yeah. So Clyde the guinea pig is actually female? Yes, I transvestigated another rodent. Sigh. She pooped, so we should take her out next before she dances in it. Yeah, that I used to hear a lot. Or we had a couple dogs that as soon as they would hear the kennel room door open, they would just immediately poop. Had to so bad, couldn't wait to go outside. So we ended up moving them to the two kennels closest to the door, and it's like, just get them done. Just get them done first because they're going to poop again. So we'll get them done first and then circle back to them, and it'll be great. But I think that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight, guys. If you have subreddits that have good funny stories, whether they're crash outs is what I was really trying to find, public crash outs, but it was like all videos. So yes, so my sister, I love you, and I'm sorry I could not find better public crash outs for you, but those were a couple stories for you. I will see you guys here next Thursday. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. We may actually be setting up a Patreon for the main and this channel if I can figure out how to get them together for that. You do need to help look. You guys can totally send me Reddit stories, links, whether it's to Facebook Messenger. Some of you have my phone. You can put links in the comments here and I will come and check. But yeah, so that's where we're going to leave it tonight, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you next week. So yeah, again, don't forget to do all the YouTube things. I'll see you